Hey gamers, thanks for tuning into Fire Chicken Review, and we're going to be talking, of course, about some cool products that you can get for one of my favorite games out there, Keyforge. And today we're actually going to be talking about official license products that you can get out there for the game by this company called Gamegenic, Ingenious Supplies. And you know what? They do actually, a little bit of a spoiler ahead of time. They make some interesting products. I've never seen a deck box like this before, and it's kind of interesting. And we're talking about the inner sleeves. I don't have everything with me today. Normally, I talk about products that companies gift me so that I can review it. Unfortunately, I was trying to talk to Gamegenic just when they were first establishing and going to Gen Con and whatnot. But there was a lot. They were just getting established, and so I was trying to get in touch with them. And then I decided that I'll just try to get some of the products myself. Pre-ordered a bunch of stuff for my local store as I would. But unfortunately, within Canada and the US, there's these awesome looking acrylic keychains that they make. But for whatever reason, I think there was a supply issue. And so that stopped my pre-order. One thing led to another. I basically got so delayed being able to review the products that I originally wasn't going to do it. But the fans out there, you guys want to see the review anyhow. So I said, okay, I'll talk about the stuff that I picked up, which is mainly I picked up this deck box that you see here. And I bought some of the inner sleeves, which I do think work out quite nicely. So talking about this deck box here, this deck box is actually fairly nice. It comes in three colors. It comes in the blue, red, and black. It's the other color that comes in. I love that it's almost the blue almost has that jean feel to it. The Keyforge looks great here. And then I can move my camera. Let me move my camera here. Show it standing up with my Sauron in the background. I just have to show off this play mat. Looks fantastic. So this is one of their deck boxes that they make. This retails in Canada for between $16 to $20 Canadian, depending on what stores that you go to, which is, for the quality of this deck box, it's pretty cool. So I love that it says Keyforge on the front here. Nice design here. I chose the blue. I just like blue over the black or the red. And then it has Gamegenic on the back. So what's one of the things that pops out right away is that the deck box has a spot so that the name of your deck shows up, and you can see the three houses within that deck. That is really cool. I love that fact. So you see a lot of the custom guys, actually not a lot, but some of them that make deck boxes are trying to do this, but this fits in perfectly. And how this works, just flip this over on the back, is that there's this clasp here. And so if I reach into this clasp, you can just see, very easy. I just use my finger, a little effort. I just push, that's it. And there's a magnet there, so I just push again, showing you there, and comes down. And on that, it'll close by itself there. So it's really easy to do. Show that again. And that's how I can open up my deck box like that. Bam. Normally you wouldn't. Normally how you would do it is that you just open up your deck box so that your cards all stay in there. Another thing that pops up, second thing I should say, is I love the Keyforge in here. It's a small little thing, but I love the golden Keyforge. So on the outside, it's like, oh, I haven't forged my key yet. And then bam, I open it up, and I'm opening up my deck box of joy that I just taking out my cards, and now, boom, I forged that Keyforge. I know, silly. So, and then the card that you see in here is for one of my favorite decks, Sayman. As you can see, this deck has double time traveler, which is just crazy. One of the problems, let me put this down for a second. One of the problems here, though, so one of my first issues I'll show off is that to put this in, it comes in and goes out easily. It's not too bad, and then you just have to use this to adjust this like so, and then you adjust it. So you gotta adjust it a little bit. That's not a problem at all. to adjust it. But the problem that you'll see is this is actually a perfect fit sleeve. Speaking of which, the sleeve here is actually the inner sleeve that you have here. The issue I have with this is that if you didn't know, you can only put a perfect fit sleeve. I wouldn't recommend using a different sleeve in here, because if you use like a normal sleeve, say you're using a Gamegenic sleeve outside of this one, it's not going to fit well. You only want to put it in like this, otherwise it's going to be too tight. So that's that there. Let me adjust that back. But that's a minor grope. I just wish that within the box they mentioned, hey, use a perfect fit, because it does come with a little thing saying thank you for purchasing this product and whatnot. But that works out well. As you can see, the deck that I have in here fits in perfectly. The reason why it fits in perfectly here is that these are double sleeve cards. So it fits in quite nicely. If you put in, it'll also fit if there were just a single sleeved deck. So that will fit in without a problem. But you're probably going to want to have a double sleeve deck. You don't have to. There's it just leaves a little bit more of a gap is all. And the cards, when they're double sleeved, feel really nice. As you can see, they fit quite nicely, double sleeving it here. Because I was covering the inner sleeves, just a nice little bit amount of room here. This one works out perfectly for me. I don't use too many double sleeve decks. I double sleeve this one because I really love this deck, and because it's a double time traveler, you shuffle a lot with this deck, so I want to double sleeve this. Is one out of 2 decks out of the hundreds of decks I have for Keyforge at this point, so let's be honest, that I've actually double sleeved. So I wanted to get this deck box because I thought it was interesting. And you know what? For $16 to $20 Canadian, I think it works out quite well. It's a nice little deck box. I think quite a few people picked them up. I may pick up and review. If you guys like this review, let me know, and I will pick up that vault box that holds 3 decks, and I'll review that as well. Or maybe the company will send me one to review. And but let me know in the comments what you think though of this for sure. And but let's keep going on. So that's the sleeves, like I was saying. So sleeves are actually, the inner sleeves are quite nice. Their normal sleeves are pretty good. These are just plain black sleeves that I have here. Just because I didn't sleeve this one in the regular sleeves, because my store didn't have them at the time when I bought this one here. But yeah, it fits in quite nicely. And it's funny because it's called a deck box, and it feels like a library when you open it up. So you're just like, bam, comes in. And this magnet, I should also mention, like I can move my camera again here. This magnet is, because it's on the back, it's not going to come off at all. Like there's no way I could shake this box like mad. So that is a really good design. A lot of deck boxes, when a company like this, they're going to make sure it's good. Because of the way it's latched, I don't think this is going to wear out anytime soon. Easy to open, but it's not going to fly my cards everywhere. And when I normally open up my deck box, like I was mentioning, there you go. Pop it open like that, and you're good to go. And then if your opponent wants to see your deck list, because it's here, they can just be like, hey, here's my deck list. They'll check it out. The only other small issue I have with this is that I don't actually want to take my Archon card out of here most of the time. I'm probably just going to want to leave it in. But if you own one of these, let me know what you do. It's not too hard to take this out, but it's just kind of frustrating. I think it's too bulky to just like put my Archon card up here and then putting my my actual amber and whatnot normally like that. So if I was to bring this to a tournament, I probably will take it out, but the less I touch this, the better is my opinion. But yeah, let me know. If you guys have more than one of these, if you collected a bunch and what you think, I'm very excited. This is the first year that Gamegenic has made products, and they're starting off with a bang. The deck box is pretty good. The inner sleeves work out well. Their other sleeves that I don't have here are pretty good. They're at the same price point that you would get some of the other premium sleeves, but they're a little bit of a better fit because they made Keyforge sleeves specifically, where the other companies just make standard size sleeves. So it's only about, I think it's 2 millimeters difference, but it's that difference in quality that Gamegenic is going to be able to push up a little bit more. So yeah, let me know what you think of the review. Do you think I should review more Gamegenic products? If you like their product themselves, and where I can find one of these chain trackers, because I would love to get a Gamegenic chain tracker. I might just have to go to the UK, I guess. All right, that's all for now, guys. Cheers.